Hello? you want to do the ending, I'll go back and forth and just kind of make sure that they're connected. So like we can both be here. I'll get them started. Nathan. Big moment. This is going to be your experience as a producer for the rest of your life. They literally, I threw them in and they still, like they were trying to go. Yeah, exactly. I mean, look at
our students today in our awards assembly. I want to say welcome to our parents and other family members. I know many of you have been here for a while. We got to see the senior class of 2018 come through. So really appreciate your patience, and here we are ready to celebrate our students. So we've got many awards and recognitions to give out today, and so without further ado, we will begin. And I'm going to first ask that everybody would please stand for the presentation of the colors presented by Thank you. Please rise for the presentation of our colors, presented today by Laura Pittner and David Fabian. We would ask that you remain standing for the pledges, followed by the national anthem played by our Canyon Vista Middle School Honors Band. And now for the pledge to the American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
Two.
Let's welcome Mr. Barrett.
Good morning. So I am the FAC teacher here at Canyon Vista, and each year we do a program with Coach K called Partners in PE. And we have 7th and 8th graders who volunteer for this program and are our partners that help our students in the FAC group with their daily activities during PE. They also help them with socialization, and they're basically what we call a community of friends. So what we'd like to do now is honor our 8th graders who are part of that program this year. So, Sophie Clift. I'm going to continue to call names and hand them out as these guys find their way down. Alec Bush. Audrey O. Kate Lakowski. Maddie Hebert. Giselle Regier. Jillian Simmons. And Addison Norris. So these next few awards are for students who volunteered time, not just for Partners in PE, but also for Special Olympics. Now, with Special Olympics, they're not only helping with our students, but students in the entire community of Round Rock with our Special Olympics activities. So again, I'd like to recognize, stay here, Addison. Sophie Clift, for her help with Special Olympics basketball. Jillian Simmons for her help with and Addison Norris for her help with Thank you from all of the FAC group on behalf of us. Thank you for such an incredible year, making us feel like a community indeed, and wish you all a great summer. Thank you.
Our little birdie told me that Coach Govea also does a lot of volunteer work for Special Olympics outside of school, so we also want to say thank you to Coach Govea. All right, our next award is for art.
What up? Thank you for Ms. Herrera, Ms. Palmer. In the art room, we believe that all students have unlimited potential. We believe that art is a skill, not a talent. And we constantly preach about giving 100% and having the self-discipline and the courage to push through the rigorous battle that is creating something new and innovative. We are proud of all our students. We have a large group of exceptional individuals in our program. It is extremely difficult to select only a few out of so many individuals, but the ones we've selected this year have demonstrated their want to stand out from everybody else. First up, I would like to invite over here with us to the main stage, the fabulous Nini Skivo-Pinak. As we take a look after the final outcome, we got some eyes from Nini did eyes of Gandhi, and they look absolutely phenomenal. They look like a photograph. Good job, Nini. All right, up next, next, we also have another fantastic individual who has demonstrated the absolute utmost meticulousness when they do their artwork, and she really goes above and beyond and makes sure every little space on her composition has equal attention. Rakshini Srikanth, please come on. This next week, talk about really pushing texture and value changes and making something look as real as possible. She did a fantastic job in her self-portrait, and we would like to come up here. She is absolutely phenomenal. She's got a great sense of humor. Amanda Yin. Just another shout out to Amanda Yin, and we usually participate in a UIL competition called Junior Bass. And basically, out of all the students that get the highest level they can possibly get, they go through another judging or adjudication, and they get state level recognition. And Amanda Yin, in that particular self-portrait I'm talking about, got state level recognition and got a silver seal. So that is and last but most definitely not least, this particular individual is, if you look at the definition of consistency, her picture should be right next to it. She day in and day out comes in and gives 100%, and not only has she done that in the room, but also outside competitions through our UIL with that. We'd like to now call up Vaishu Malay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a little plaque that we're going to put up in the Fine Arts Center. We have a collection from all the students that have gotten this recognition over the course of our career of teaching here. And we'd like to title this group The Fantastic Four. Thank you all so much for doing the privilege of teaching your sons and daughters. And without any other hesitation, I would like to call up Mr. Watley, representing the orchestra.
Good morning. Our orchestra program has had an incredible year this year, and I want to thank all of the 8th grade class for being a wonderful example to our younger students what it truly means to be a member of the Canyon Vista Orchestras. Today, I'm going to be giving 2 awards to students who have gone above and beyond to achieve success in the orchestra program. The 2 awards are the Director's Award and the Jerome Grillhart Award for Musical Excellence. Each year, these awards are given to students who demonstrate attitude, ability, willingness to go the extra mile, stability, cooperation, and love of music while being a member of the orchestra program. This year, the Director's Award goes to a student who I think truly exemplifies what it means to be a member of the Canyon Vista Orchestras. She is very committed to being a team player, is extremely organized, always prepared for rehearsal, interacts positively with everyone, and serves as a very strong role model to all of her fellow students. That student is Chelsea Zeng. This year, the Jerome Grillhart Award for Musical Excellence goes to a student who consistently goes above and beyond to ensure that the orchestra performs musically. Whether it is in his own preparation of the music or through his outstanding verbal and nonverbal leadership of his fellow students, I know that I can always trust him to convey a performance that is both technically sound and emotionally moving to the audience. This year's award for musical excellence goes to Christopher Hu. To Ms. Parsons.
Good morning. Mustang and I gave out all of our awards at our band concert just a few weeks ago. We have many outstanding 6th, 7th, and 8th grade band members, and we just could not be more thrilled to be these students' teacher every single day. They are truly, we're a little biased, but we think they're some of the best kids in the whole school, our band students. Today, we're going to recognize those students who were named as outstanding soloists or outstanding ensemble members at their recitals and contests this spring. So students, when I call your name, please come up to the front, and then there's a lot of them, so we're going to hold our applause until the very end. All right, here we go. Imran Aziz. Daniel Chen. Rachel Chen. Marissa Elizondo. Alea Forrester. Jessica Howe. Jared Hyman. Suho Ikea. Adi Jamyala. Adi Kondakosakar. Annie Kim. Ian Kim. Kyle Lee. Joshua Lee. Carrie Lee. Grace Lee. Jitron Lee. Camden O. Laura Pittner. Sarah Poppy. Joshua Shippen. And last but not least, Pablo Vidrio. These are the leaders and musicians of the future. Thank you very much. Thank you, leaders. We'll turn it over to our choir directors now. Thank you.
All right, good morning. My name is Mr. Barr, and this is Alex Brandon. We have the wonderful pleasure of getting the opportunity to work with the choir students day in and day out. It's been a tremendous year. I'm very grateful to each of our students that participates. Everybody makes an active contribution. It is a full team exercise, and everyone in the group deserves kudos for a really successful year on the concert stage, in the sight reading room, and on the Canyon Vista stage. I also want to say a very quick thank you to my fine arts colleagues, Mrs. Parsons and Ms. Stang, Mr. Watley, Ms. Crane, Mr. Ramirez. They all had some part to do with our success a couple weekends ago in the show, and I'm just very appreciative of them and the work that they put in for all of our kids. Thank you so much for your work. Yes, please take a round of applause. As I'm sure you can imagine, it's difficult for us as teachers to single out just a few students because so many of our students do such wonderful work. But we will. We are going to recognize an 8th grader from each of our 7-8 classes. So Mrs. Alexander will hand out our first award.
This first award goes to a student that I've experienced her growth over the last 2 years, and I'm delighted to have her in choir again with me at Westwood next year. She's part of my second period, girls class, and she always brings a spirit of love and joy and willingness and kindness to everything that she does. That spirit translates into the music that she makes, and that student is Ellie David.
We have a couple of voice choirs here, 7-8 voice choirs. We have 3rd period choir and 4th period choir. We have a great time in those classes, and those young men have made wonderful music, and we've had a great time doing it together. I do want to recognize one of our 8th graders in our 3rd period class. He has led us in his own way, whether it is singing on the concert stage or dancing when it came time to dance. He has exemplified the proper way to do it, the right way to do it with a good attitude and wonderful enthusiasm. Our most outstanding tenor bass choir member for 3rd period is Evan Dunn.
This next student, again, she's been singing with me for the last 2 years. She always strives for excellence. I'm pretty short in just about everything that she does. Always striving to be a better musician and listener and a wonderful team player for our choir. And that student is part of my 1st period girls choir, and that is Miss Elizabeth Forsey.
This was our first year to have a varsity guys choir. Throughout the year, they accomplished some tremendous things. It went better than I could have imagined. We had a lot of fun doing it, and they made unbelievable music. I am going to, again, recognize one of our 8th graders, even though our 8th grade leadership was tremendous throughout. But this young man, for the last 3 years, has participated continuously in every opportunity. He is led by example. I think he's given his classmates courage to step out and do things because he's always ready and willing. He's never afraid to try and get out there. He has led us in the tenor section. He's led us in the baritone section. Our most outstanding advanced voice choir member is James Thompson. All right, just another couple quick awards. Our advanced girls choir, I really push them and depend on them for so many things. It is a class full of leaders. It is a class full of unbelievable musicians. So of course it's very difficult to just recognize one, but I do want to recognize one young lady for her exceptional leadership vocally, her quiet vocal leadership, and the way she demonstrates how to conduct herself, the beautiful sound that she makes. We've all been very fortunate to be able to hear her, and we will miss her tremendously. She's an amazing artist. Her name is Rakshini Srikant. And finally, we have one more award for our students. It's an Outstanding Musician Award and a program full of amazing musicians. This young lady she, for me, really stepped out, particularly in our show, in demonstrating what it is to connect with the song, what it is to transport the listener to what that song means, not just to her, but what it could mean to them. Her artistry was on full display at the piano and at the microphone. Our most outstanding musician this year is Madeline Irby.
I've never taught that you've become part of the theater family. I can say that your class is special. You are a dedicated group of students, and I look forward to hearing about all of the amazing things you achieve. The Thespian Spirit Award goes to individuals who take the initiative to get work done before being asked. They understand the collaborative nature of theater and are looking out for the team and family first. Our MS1 Thespian Spirit Award goes to an amazing leader. I have to remind myself at times that she is an 8th grader and not a student teacher, based on her maturity, cooperation, individuality, and natural creativity. Congratulations, Tara Reddy. Our MF2 Thespian Spirit Award goes to a young lady who is kind, thoughtful, and ready to work. She takes risks on stage and is engaging and always fun to watch. Congratulations to Cara Tomei. Our MS3 Thespian Spirit Award goes to one of the hardest working students on our team. She is caring, generous, and passionate. She makes every show she's in better by just being herself. Congratulations to Kate Lukowski. Our Tech Theater Award goes to a student who from day one has asked what she can do to help. She is creative and cares deeply about the success of the show she's a part of. Congratulations, Sophie Swift. Our Best Actor award goes to a young man who is articulate on and off stage and is an incredible example for our young performers. He is always willing to help and is one of our best young directors. Congratulations, Aiden Harris. Our Best Actress goes to one of the most dedicated students in our program. She is empathetic, understanding, and takes the responsibility of telling the story of her characters seriously and with commanding presence. I would like to thank and congratulate Sophie Steinhausen. Okay, and our top theater award is the Star Award. This is awarded to a student who has what we call the it factor. I won't have to wonder about the success of this student because they will achieve whatever they set their mind to. This particular student brings joy and professionalism to each rehearsal and performance. They are somehow the most serious and the most humorous actress at the exact same time. I am unbelievably proud to announce that our Star Award will go to Tanisha Kindu. Congratulations, Theater Award recipients. And now to Missy Sharp. All right. Hello.
My first award I want to give is for news media. As you guys know it, every morning it's in announcements. This particular student came to me at the very beginning of the year wanting to be a weatherman on the announcements. I wasn't so sure, just because Ms. Haggerty had wanted us to keep the announcement short, so I didn't want to at first. I was not wanting to add it in. But of course, eventually he's like, I think I'm going to do the weather today. I think I'm going to do it today. And finally, as he persisted, I said, okay, let's just try it one day. If Ms. Haggerty tells me to stop that, we will take it off. Sure enough, people loved it, and people were sad when he finally stopped doing it. He eventually wanted to come in the mornings to set everything up and get ready, and eventually he became my cameraman and my editor, and from there, as people needed different video projects, to school dances, to filming the dance spring show at the last minute, to even live streaming the ceremony right now, he came up with that idea. Hi, sixth graders. He is dependable, and I know he'll do a great job for anyone in the school. I've relied on him so much that I don't know what I'm going to do next year as he moves on to Westwood, honestly. I can't wait to see what all he accomplishes as a producer or director in the future, which he says is his future career path, so I'm super excited to see what's in store. Please join me in congratulating Nathan Pooley. My next award is for Yearbook, and I actually have 3 students to honor. They are second-year staffers and this year's editors who have added their own touches to create a great yearbook over the past 2 years. From coming up with a theme to traveling to Dallas for a huge journalism convention where they held their own. Their dependability is something to be admired. The first, I'll do the first one. I was so excited that you decided to follow in your sister's footsteps and join Yearbook staff. You are a gem. Everything you touch is gold. From editing to designing pictures for a watercolor effect, I would just give it to her and she would do it so talented. Everything you do, and I appreciate all your hard work. Please join me in congratulating Rosie Deal. My next student is also a second-year staffer. She's dependable, sweet, a planner, and my go-to if I need a task done and done well. Thank you for being you and always making me laugh. Please join me in congratulating Riley Miller. And last but not least, this next student, she is a perfectionist that I completely admire. If I didn't like something, she would take it on and just perfect it to just what I was looking for, even I didn't know what I was looking for. Once she got done with it, I would love it and we would move on. She's a true talent, and I can't wait to see what you design for Westwood Student Press. Please join me in congratulating Ruhi Newell. Next up is Coach White.
Okay, success in Cheerleading isn't overnight. Success happens by showing up at every practice, getting a little better than the practice before, believing in yourself, and in the end, bringing your best performance to every event, every game, and every tryout. And CDMS Cheer enjoyed a string of successes this year. Our year begins in July when our team goes to camp with the other 10 middle schools in our district. We walked away with 2 of our girls being selected to be in the 2017 Houston Thanksgiving Day Parade. Abby Wignall and Abby Sandlin, girls stand up. Very well. At the beginning of the school year, girls who are interested try out for captain, and captains are selected based on academics and an interview where they share their dreams, goals, and the reason they will make the best captain. The girls selected for this honor this year created a game-changing team. Their leadership set the bar high, not only for this year's team, but also for next year's team as the 7th graders take the torch. Co-captain, Abby Sandlin, you brought academic excellence and the standard of perfection. Your dedication to high grades and perfect performances, even though you drove it crazy sometimes, set a high standard for the girls to follow. Co-captain, Kara Swelling. You brought positiveness and kindness and set a standard for keeping comments and conversation upbeat and encouraging. You kept our team more or less drama-free. It is medicine. Your ability to make hard decisions, Captain Marissa Elizondo, you brought an incredible measure of maturity and leadership. Your ability to make hard decisions for the good of the team in spite of how your teammates may view you totally amazed me. So combining all the strengths you three brought as captains, you ladies made our team the success that it is. And it is with honor and pride I award all three of you the Superior Captain Leadership Award. Before the public. Struggling to get our routine together, Carrie Ferrante, with the help of one of the 7th graders, impacted the choreographed the dance portion of our routine. Ladies, your willingness to step up and take ownership to complete the routine marked an emerging leadership skill that continues to grow. Carrie and Catherine, I award you the Leadership Excellence in Choreography for the CPMS cheer team. Our 8th grade tryout for high school, we had 6 8th graders try out for Westwood. When they posted the scores and I looked at them, I saw that only 7 girls had made the JV cheer team. 6 out of the 7 were CBMS cheerleaders. And the scores were reviewed. It was decided that the scoring had been too harsh and the decision was made to add more cheerleaders to the Westwood JV team. But our girls, Kara, Spia, Marissa, Cammie, Abby Rignall, and Abby Sandlin made the first cut. And Carrie Ferrante made the McNeil JV team. Every one of our girls made JV that tried out. The last award I have is for Best Cheer Showmanship Award. Showmanship is about floor presence, performance impression, energy, pace, dedication, confidence, and the overall ability to consistently display strong cheer skills. The young lady that matches this description not only does all that, but is at every practice, gives her best effort, knows cheer inside and out, has consistently shown up at 6:30 a.m. practices to help with the new team, and is always coming up with ideas and comments to make the team better. Abby Rignall, it is my honor to give you the Best Cheer Showmanship Award. Girls have made this a rock star team, and I'm going to miss y'all so much next year. And now we have Coach Paula Scott.
Good morning. I would first like to take this time to thank everyone that was in 8th grade dance class this year. It was a fantastic year with you all, and they showed so much respect and helpfulness to each other, to where it was a great experience just to watch them become united through the last 2 years. and really had each other's back during everything. It showed through some great performances, and I just wanted to thank y'all for all of that. So, each year, I give 2 awards out, one for leadership and one for the most improved. The young lady who I've chosen for leadership is always giving 100% to the class no matter what. She's always very kind and patient with her classmates. And this year, I have chosen to give this award to Bella Frick. And the second award I like to give to the most improved. She has been a part of dance for 2 years. She is always one to ask questions and try her very hardest. I've seen her grow tremendously, and I'm very proud to present this award. This year, it goes to Phyllis Stockton.
Good morning. Welcome to our home. We live here, literally. We're going to do a few words today, so we would love your attention. Here at Canyon we do offer 5 VRL sports. For the young ladies, these sports are cross country, volleyball, basketball, track and field, and soccer. It is very, very rare to have ladies that compete in all 5 of those sports. The dedication, the long mornings, the long evenings, the 5 days a week, practices, not including academics and anything they do outside of school. It's very rare that we have people compete in all 5. And this year we have 3 young ladies complete this marvelous feat, and we would like to recognize them for all of their hard work, dedication, commitment. So my first of 3 is Miss Alice Beatty. Next is Miss Gabby Wallace. And last but not least is Miss Anita Hughes. Leadership Award for athletics. The Athletic Leadership Award signifies individuals who always have a positive attitude, are encouraging towards teammates, display good sportsmanship at all times. These athletes are exceptional role models, not only during athletic competitions, but in the classroom and in the community as well. This year, I am proud to present the Athletic Leadership Award to A.Z. Contanon. We couldn't decide between just one girl, so we had to pick another girl. Miss Eliza Kotick. And our gentleman, Mr. Evan Dunn. Good job, leaders. Okay. Nice job, guys. So our next award is for the Mustang Athlete of the Year. This award is presented
to the athletes who have proven to be the ultimate competitors on the field, on the court, or on the track. The individuals receiving this award have shown the sacrifice and determination it takes to be great in their sports. They have displayed the will to win in numerous athletic contests and are always striving to be the best. I am proud to present the Female Athlete of the Year to Gabby Wallace. Okay. And I'm just as proud to present the Male Athlete of the Year award to Jack Brinson. Thank you. Hey, this day will also be on a plaque that we keep in our hallway, and we've been going back for years since the school opened. So, guys, your name will be forever and very on the wall at this stuff. Thank you so much. Next up, this is Arjun. Well, I can remember when you guys were sixth graders when you walked into the school, and it was my first year teaching leadership class, and it's been a really wonderful experience to see you guys every day grow into the people that you are and who you're going to become. It's going to be an awesome journey for you guys and for us too. We're rooting for you every day. Well, I'm here to present a couple of awards. I'm here to present a couple of leadership awards, and then also the student council award. So this year, I created I actually was going to do this last year, and it's a new award, and there are terms of endearment that people have, and it's amazing how someone can call you a sugar burger, but it's your grandma, and it feels really good, right? There's these terms of endearment that just feel good, and you don't know, and so there's a word that I've been accused of saying a lot, and the word is knucklehead, and I know that they say it takes one to know one, and I'm the biggest knucklehead I've ever met, so I would see a lot of people that have a lot of similar qualities, so I say, hey, knucklehead, but I'm saying it with love, and I hope you know it. And I'll never forget this one student in the sixth grade who walked into my classroom and he said to me, he was actually talking, he was saying it to me, and then he came on over on that day and he said, Mr. Garza, I want to apologize for interrupting class, and I have a gift for you. And he gave me a gift, and the gift was actually knucklehead. And so I'll never forget that really touched my heart, and told me the type of person that he really was. And that person valued relationship and wanted to make sure that he knew that he loved everybody. So anyway, so this year, the first ever Knucklehead Award goes to Raul Ramirez. There you go, give this back to Ms. Johnson. So that's where he actually got it from. She came in a couple of months later and said, hey, do you have a book of mine? I was like, I do? She goes, yeah, it's a Mustang book. And I was like, oh, I didn't know it was a gift. Okay, so. But the intention, I knew where the intention was coming from. So in leadership, it's not my definition, but I've learned this a while ago, and I believe leadership is influence. And if you influence people to follow, and you're doing the right thing, you're being a good leader. And also, when you're following people that influence you, and they're good people, then you're being a good follower. In order for you to be a great leader, you've got to be a great follower. And so Raul actually follows this knucklehead around a lot. He doesn't really say much, and this is our leadership award. This guy is a quiet leader, played football, played basketball, ran track. Doesn't say much, but he's a true leader by example. And for the last couple of years, he stays after in the cafeteria to clean everybody's trash. And he's never told anybody, he's never expected anything other than the fact that he just did what the right thing to do no matter what, and he started to get people to follow him and stay and clean the cafeteria. This guy really, he's a 3-year letterman. I say that he's been in my class for 3 years, and it's been an honor to have him. I'm proud to present the Good Stuff Leadership Award to Tate Bookness. this last award I have is for a Student Council Award, and this is my third year to do Student Council, and every year it's been a lot of fun. There's always new challenges. This year we actually had a surprise, and we had a hurricane come to the coast, and we did, we weren't expecting to do something, but we did an amazing job. We were able to collect over 14,000 diapers to distribute to the people who needed them, which was a really big event for us, which was awesome. All of you guys contributed to that. So we had some wonderful officers. I'd like to throw some shout outs to my officers, 8th graders, Maya, Young and Chili, Andrew Bailey, Varun and Mesh. Thank you guys very much for being awesome officers. Also, I'd like to say thanks, a special shout out to somebody who I know that one day I'm going to watch on television, really want to go know, Alicia. You're going to be awesome, and awesome lady, you're super talented, and just good luck on route for you in the rest of your life. Whatever you do, your dreams will come true. So this person was the first, the Student Council Award goes to, I've always had guy presidents, and this is the first time I ever had a female president. And it was amazing how many meetings before the meeting we had. And so we had lots of meetings to set up meetings. And I can remember one time, like, why are we having a meeting and have set up to talk about a meeting? I don't know, but we're just going to follow the lead. And it just shows how much this person really cared and really shaped my life. I remember recruiting her to run as a 6th grader for an officer position, and she didn't want to, and then she ended up becoming our president. So anyway, I'd like to say thank you, and I'm really looking forward to see where life takes you, and thank you for representing Canyon Vista. Always as a professional, this year I'm proud to present it to Aria Hagberg. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Melissa Gill. I'm here to present the Math Counts Awards. Whenever you're younger, you think that, if you have a raspy voice, you place down sultry, and intriguing like Kathleen Turner. Instead, I sound like Marge Simpson's twin sister. It's not good, people. It's not good. Anyway, the Math Counts competition is so insanely competitive, and I'm so impressed with the parents that we have here and how you instill this love of learning. I mean, seriously, that's why we're all here, is for this love of learning, and we really, truly, in our hearts, we believe in this. And so I thank the parents that bring their students out at 7:30 in the morning to come and do Math Counts. I'm going to give everybody in Math Counts just a round of applause, please. But one student stood about like head and shoulders above the rest because of his dedication. Lots of times I think it's easy for students to say, oh, somebody's just good at math. Well, they may be a little bit predisposed, but Andy Jang worked so hard, and his integrity is amazing. I'm so proud of him. In his rankings, he was like just a few away from the person who won it for nationals. I mean, he is incredible. He's a powerhouse. I can't wait to see what he is in the future. And the next award for Math Counts is non-traditional thinker. And I like that because he challenges me to think outside the box. This person is not afraid to take the path less followed. Eric Gow, please come on.
call Ms. Kathleen King up to recognize our student who won the 8th grade mural contest.
So thank you very much. I'm here to present our artist who won the contest for our 2018 class gift. We actually had 22 students submit artwork, so thank you so much to our talented group of artisans and our art department for their encouragement. So we had 22 students submit pieces. The committee narrowed it down to 7 finalists, and this is a neat award because it was voted on by the 8th grade class. So they had a week to vote on Google Docs, and they selected our winner and her piece, Mustang Nation, and she's already been recognized today. Congratulations, Vaishu Moretti. And our piece is actually installed yesterday, so on your way out, please enjoy her piece that got blown up. It's right on your way out by the office, so congratulations, Vaishu. She won some gift certificates over our And before the administration comes up to give some awards, I have a few 8th graders that are going to recognize all the hard work of our administration. I would like to thank Ms. Haggerty from the 8th grade class just for all the leadership and support you've provided us with for these 3 years, and we'll miss you so much. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to Ms. Gutierrez. You have been a great vice principal, and all 3 years you've been there for us. And I've always felt like if we ever had a problem or something, we'd go email you or talk to you. And thank you for sending us off to work with us.
I want to thank Ms. Hobbs just from everyone in the 8th grade class. We love you, and thank you for guiding us these last 3 years in middle school and helping us in our transition to high school.
I would like to thank Ms. Bebo for all of her work and effort that she's put into the PTA. Memberships have increased with her help, and we just want to thank you for your dedication to this school.
Thank you so much. That was unexpected, but very much appreciated. Thank you. Miss Bebo and Miss King, stay up. All right. Each year we are able to recognize one volunteer of the year from the campus. Our volunteer of the year has done so much for Canyon Vista for the 5 years that she's had children come through Canyon Vista. She's been very active in our PTA and very involved in the organizations that her children have been a part of. Just to name 2, choir and athletics. Most recently, students, she was responsible for what happened last Friday night, the 8th grade dance and celebration, one of my favorite events of the school year. Yes, she had a wonderful team behind her, but truly, if it were not for her hard work and dedication, Friday night would not have happened. And students, I want to ask you, especially those in 8th grade, to please give her a round of applause. Our volunteer of the year, Ms. Kathleen King. For the past 2 years, it's been my privilege to work with a fabulous PTA president. The PTA president and the principal work very closely, lots of texts and emails and meetings to get prepared for all of the different events that happen. And I have truly enjoyed working with her and appreciated the open line of communication we've had and all the dedication that she's put forward to Canyon Vista. Under her leadership, and actually I think Sophia, you hit the nail on the head with your speech. Under her leadership, she's brought new programs to Canyon Vista. She has been fiscally responsible with the PTA budget, which does include donating money back to the campus, which we really appreciate. She's ensured we have volunteers for every event, that really those events couldn't happen if it weren't for the volunteers. She's increased membership, conducted the PTA meetings very well. It has been very impressive to watch. And honestly, she's probably done so much more I don't even know of because it's all behind the scenes. But she's guided our PTA to be forward-thinking and incredibly positive. So thank you to Mrs. Bebo, our PTA president. In addition, we actually have the opportunity to choose one partner of the year each year, and we chose PTA as well. Now it's my privilege to honor our teacher and paraprofessional of the year. So our teacher of the year, one time she told me that her kids came into the classroom and they started singing a rendition that they had rewritten of Prince Ali from Aladdin, but it was to Miss Ali. So as I was thinking about what I could do here today, I thought, oh, I could do that. And then I started, and that was not going to happen. My songwriting and singing abilities aren't there. But then I started thinking, I was like, really, if I was going to write a song about Miss Ali anyway, I would rewrite it to the tune of This Girl Is on Fire by Alicia Keys. Because she really is. Miss Ali is on fire. She's been an inspiration to her colleagues, her students, to the staff. She brings very innovative and new ideas. She leads professional development for us. For her students, she's very energetic. She has a great attitude. She's got really incredibly fun ways to teach science. She's a great asset to our staff and our community. So please help me in congratulating Miss Ali. Our PTA has a small presentation to our teacher of the year as well. Okay. Our paraprofessional of the year, she is so professional. She has stepped out of the room to go attend to a student need. So we're going to have to get her back in. This lady never stops working. Oh, I see her. She's out in the hallway. She's working. We're going to have to get her to stop working for just a moment so we can recognize her. Miss Burkhart, come inside. Come right up here. Come in. Right here, Miss Burkhart. So you can see her beautiful face while I share all the wonderful things about her. Our paraprofessional of the year, I really don't know where to begin, so I'll start here. At the beginning of the year, Dr. Flores, who is our superintendent of schools, in a principal meeting, charged us as principals to think of one person on our campus, a staff member who we really would hope to grow their leadership and want to work with. And on that particular day, Miss Burkhart's name was the first person that came into my mind. Well, little did I know then what opportunities and events we would have occur throughout the year that would provide her an opportunity to step up in such a leadership capacity. So as it turned out, I've actually learned more from her about leadership than I could have ever developed in her, and I really appreciate that. I personally will be forever grateful to Ms. Burkhart for helping our students and our staff in a time of need this year. We are honored to recognize you as paraprofessional of the year, but I will tell you what, if we could name you teacher of the year, we would. Thank you. 4 Student Awards. I am very proud to be able to present 2 very prestigious awards because only one 8th grader two 8th graders from each 8th grade class is a recipient of these awards. So I'm going to start with what we call the Mustang Spirit Award, and here's how this works. Teachers are asked to provide nominations of students, and then it's sent out for a vote. And overwhelmingly, these students really have caught the eye of our staff here over the 3 years. So I'm going to start with our female Mustang Spirit Award. I'm just going to say some things about her and then call her up. She is always positive and considerate. She is a sweet young lady with a heart of gold. She truly leads by example and makes Canyon Vista a better place. She's a positive leader and very quick to have the back of anyone who needs her. She has a heart for the lost and the hurting. She is vivacious, fun-spirited young woman. She's got a contagious smile and a positive attitude. She is gifted in so many ways. We love her and we'll miss her at Canyon Vista. Our Female Mustang Spirit Award winner this year is Desiree Dawes. Spirit Award winner. Many times he'll walk into a classroom and he'll just walk in and say, yes. Why does he say this? Because he is so positive and happy and excited and friendly every single day. I, for one, am so appreciative because he is a student. Every time I see him in the hallway, he always says hello to me. He always waves. Even if I'm in my office and haven't made it out for passing period, he waves to me. And I really appreciate that. That goes such a long way, and I hope that, I know that will continue. He brings life to any classroom. He's got more spirit than anyone we can think of. His smile and laugh are contagious. He's a great young man who lights up the room when he walks in. Honestly, can't recall a day when he hasn't had a smile on his face. Team player, great classmate. He is a wonderful human being to have here at Canyon Vista. Congratulations to young Chang Hall. Awards. These are students who, to say that they exhibit our core values of responsibility, respect, and kindness, it really is an understatement. So I'm going to share a few other things about these students. I'm going to start with our female Mustang Award winner. Hard worker, positive attitude, kind to peers and staff. She's extraordinarily gifted in so many different things. She's a young lady with so much talent, smart, athletic, confident, kind. I can't tell you how many times kind and caring came up in this description for this student. thoughtful, intelligent young woman who knows who she is, and she's not scared to be that person. She's dedicated, hardworking, and just a joy to have in classroom. Very well liked and very well respected by the staff members here and her peers. Congratulations to our Female Mustang Award winner, Alice Beatty. So much fun. I'd love to be able to do this. Here we go, our Male Mustang Award winner. This student may have a soft-spoken nature, but he speaks volumes by how he carries himself every day. He's a role model in all of his classes. He models how to treat others, how to be a good friend, how to be a leader in the classroom. That alone is an amazing description of the student. He's a perfect example of Canyon Vista and fulfilling our core values. He is one of the reasons that so many staff members come to work each day, because he's just so amazing. His commitment to excellence is inspiring. He really doesn't have to say much. You can see everything about him in the way he lives. He's delightful to be around, sharp, quick sense of humor, and cares deeply about others. He puts his whole heart into everything he does. Congratulations to our Male Mustang winner, Chad Dessa. All right, who's doing that for? Let's give them a round of applause. Very cool. At this time, I would like to call our 8th grade assistant principal, Ms. Gutierrez, up.
Research on that, because about a month ago I had some 8th graders that wanted me to do that in the cafeteria. So I went ahead and did it, and then I thought later on, what did I just do? So I actually went home and I asked my son and my daughter, and they're like, Mom, that is probably on social media already, what is that? So I did do a little bit of research on it, and you all may not know what that means. It actually stands for agility and strength. It's actually a competition where the longer you can make that stance, the stronger that you are. It's part of agility and strength. So I'm glad I did a positive thing there in the cafeteria. I do want to say rather quickly, I am not a woman of few words, but I will be today. I did want to make it a point to tell each and every one of my 8th graders what a pleasure and an honor it has been seeing you all grow, both physically and more importantly, intellectually. It has been such an honor to be with you since 6th grade. So I will leave you with this. You were my yesterday, you are my today, but you are our future. You are the Canyon Vista class of 2018 and the future high school class of 2020. Go forward, make a difference, and always be Mustang proud.
would like to call up Aria Hegden, who would like to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Aria Hegde, your student council president. I'd like to start off with a quote by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Intelligence plus character. That is the true goal of education. I believe that Canyon Vista has done an amazing job in helping us acquire these traits. Not only has the school succeeded in doing this, but they have also broken the common stereotype about middle school. Many people look at middle school as the minor stepping stone on the big path of life, or that place that you had to go to for 3 years. But it's so much more. It is the place where we had our first crushes, our failed and ace tests, our last star tests. It is a place that has made a huge influence on all of our lives. So when we're in the real world, curing cancer, winning the World Series, and starting our second terms as president, we will look back on our time as a Mustang. Whether it be our hardworking teachers, inspiring coaches, or supportive counselors, they have all made a huge impact on our lives. So as we move on to this next chapter in our lives, we thank all of you for everything you have taught us. Lastly, I encourage you to cherish the times ahead, because these 3 years at such an amazing school have gone by too quickly. So enjoy the next 4 years at another amazing school with amazing students. I could not have asked for a better student body to have led and to continue to lead. Thank you for being so amazing. I'm beyond proud to be a part of the class of 2022. Thank you. Now, I would like to present Mrs. Haggerty, our beloved principal, flowers on behalf of the 8th grade class of 2017-2018. We love you. Mrs. Haggerty. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Aria. She's done an excellent job as our student council president. We'll continue that on next year in 9th grade at Westwood. All right. We're almost to the closing. Got a couple of more things after this. I'm so glad. I know. Thank you guys for hanging in there. You've done a great job. Thank you. I'm really glad that our students recognized 2 individuals today, because I wanted to do that as well. I'd like to thank and recognize your assistant principal and your counselor, Ms. Gutierrez and Ms. Hobbs, and just say a few things to you about them. These ladies have been with not only you, but your families for 3 years of middle school, and I can attest to the fact they have so much care and concern and love for you and want each and every one of you to have the best possible opportunities available. They work tirelessly for you around the clock, weekends included, to do what's best for you, and they've been doing that since before you even started middle school, so it goes beyond 3 years. They've always looked out for you. Can't tell you how many times they've referenced your class in particular. To hear them say, my 8th graders this year is not uncommon. You are their 8th graders. They have owned your class from the very beginning and cared for you. So I'm so glad you've already recognized them. But one more time, Ms. Gutierrez and Mrs. Hobbs. Students, this is always one of my favorite events of the year, because very rarely do we get so many students of Canyon Vista together. It's really just this, and pep rallies were so big. Our 6th graders can't even be in here with us, but they are definitely watching this through the live stream video. So it's always wonderful to have all of you together in one place. It's also wonderful to be able to recognize your hard work and your efforts over the years that we've shown. But every year at the end of this ceremony, I always think back and think, I really wish there was a way that we could recognize each and every single one of you. Because I do want you all to know, while not everybody did come up here and receive a certificate or an award, I want you to know that each of you individually, you are valued, you're cared for, and you're appreciated for what you have done for Canyon Vista. Each of you have made a contribution in your own way, and I really appreciate that, and I want you all to know that this class of 8th graders, 2018, Lily Westwood 2022, you're very appreciated. Give yourselves a round of applause. Recently, actually just Monday of this week, I had the privilege of accepting a recognition on behalf of Canyon Vista. Canyon Vista has been named by the Children at Risk organization as the #1 middle school in Austin. And we've actually been named that for 3 years in a row. And so as I left the ceremony, yes, very exciting. As I left the ceremony, I thought, I really wish that you all could have been there with me. Not just with me, but really you all, staff, students, parents, and community should have been in front of me, because that's not my award, it's our award, it's your award. And I also started thinking, we've received this award 3 years in a row. Guess who's been with us for 3 years in a row? Our 8th graders. Thank you. I do want you to know, because oftentimes those awards, they're based on academics, they're based on test scores. I was very proud to say, as I accepted that award, that although this doesn't factor into their methodologies of handing out these awards, I wanted everybody in the room to know that at Canyon Vista, we are more than that. We are such a well-rounded community. We've got vibrant fine arts programs, we have vibrant athletics programs. We have students that are creating businesses that allow us to be able to... Students coming to school at 7:30 in the morning for math class. Our students, there is so much to name about what goes into this school and who you are as students and people. But again, that award, it is, to me, the people who assign it, and they give it based on one thing. To me, you are #1 for so many reasons, and I thank you. This morning, we saw the seniors, the class of 2018, Westwood seniors, come through these halls. And I can tell you, as I looked at their faces, I could not believe 4 years had already gone by. They all said that it went by very quickly as well. So in 4 short years, you'll come back, and you will walk these halls as seniors. I hope that you'll come back and reminisce on good times and good memories. We want to hear all about your successes as you carry on to Westwood, wherever your future holds. I want you to know that you will always have, not just the staff that's right here before you, but everyone seated in the room, this whole building, even our 6th grade teachers who can't be in here right now. I want you to know you'll always have a friend, a mentor, and a cheerleader in us. And I hope that you will come back. Share with us your successes, share with us your needs, because we're right there to root you on throughout the rest of the way. As you go on to Westwood, and again, wherever that life takes you beyond, I hope that you'll take the values with you of responsibility, respect, help you keep your head held high, keep a positive attitude, and please, students, for our world, for our future, because I can tell you, working with young people every day, I'm very confident that when I become old and gray, I'm going to be in fabulous hands. We are in great hands with our future, because I get to work with young people every day. I can personally attest to that. But I will say, I hope that as you go forward, you'll make conscious decisions to be kind to others in this world. Students, I really appreciate you. We all do. This is, I know we've only got a few days left of school, and that's all very exciting, but do know that you'll be missed. And without further ado, I am so excited to hear some Coldplay music, but to me, what is better than hearing performed by Coldplay? I can tell you I filmed this performance at the Choir Spring Show, and I hook my phone up to my Bluetooth and I'll listen to it on the speakers of my car because I would rather hear them perform it, quite honestly, than anybody else. So, without further ado, our orchestra, choir, under the directions of Mr. Reagan Watley, Mr. Roy Law, and Mr. Alexander. Viva! of Canyon Vista. Coach Cordova, you can find her in the yearbooks, to lead us in singing our school song at the completion. We will dismiss in an orderly fashion, so once we're finished, we need to sit right back down and we will dismiss you one by one, or section by section. Here we go, alright, please rise. Please put your Mustang back. If you don't want to wear, go on the wall. 5, 6, 7, 8. We are going to utilize that door as well, so we